Ode to Joy by Beethoven, and I learned a folk arranged version by Rob Bonner. Tried to teach my long time ago.
Well,
so there you go. So it was a Christmas song. It was a Christmassy song.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
y'all.
Christmas, motherfuckers.
No Jingle in the Jungle, but I'll take
fuck
it.
You.
It was minty. It was like minty.
Hey,
Like
Chris.
hot chocolate with mint.
Hey, Chris. Speaking of mint,
Peppermint.
what do houses do to kill their bad breath?
They eat garages?
They eat apartments.
Hey.
Yeah. That's right. He said that the other day.
Yes, but he wasn't there.
Yeah.
All right, I'll tell you a real quick Christmas joke. Why does Santa Claus got to keep Mrs. Claus locked in a room when she's feeling horny? Because she's a real ho ho ho. There you go. That was one I made up actually a few days ago. So, anyways,
I got one.
Go ahead.
So, why do candy canes get used in prisons as shanks?
Because I've been stabbed. They're pretty sharp, actually.
Exactly.
They're sharp.
No joke to it, man. Candy canes sharp.
I've actually been stabbed with an asshole friend of mine that made a shank, and it made me bleed because he came up right to me and just right in the side.
Why
I was like,
can't
what
they
the
have
fuck?
candy canes in prison?
Yeah, dude,
because they turn them into shanks.
Yeah, you can break skin with that thing.
I think they give them like the tiny ones, but they don't give them the regulation candy canes.
They're going to give them the big ass ones, like the big blue.
Oh, fuck. He got
Hey,
me
Chris,
with 3 candy
Chris,
canes
I need
in
you to
his
look at that
plate.
decoration right there real quick.
I didn't even
Anyways,
get my biscuits and gravy.
so that's how we start getting shanked in Christmas, folks. Is how we roll.
That's what I want. Is biscuits and gravy.
Shanksgiving.
We
gotta do this
Shank
breakfast.
Christmas.
We gotta do breakfast.
Yeah.
We should
So
do breakfast.
I'll do the intro, I guess.
Do it,
So we
Trevor.
have Chris Evans here, now known as the Gorgeous of George.
Yeah, we switched
We have
names.
myself, Trevor, also of Gravel Shits. We have also your Silver Squirrel, also known as Chris Kennett.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we have Ferrari the Kitty.
Yes, she's right here in my bag.
Yeah. He's gonna kidnap her.
Cat out of the bag, he says.
So Merry Christmas, everybody, or fuck Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa starts tomorrow.
What else is coming up?
New Year's.
Flag Day is gonna be around the corner.
I mean,
soon.
New Year's is coming up first, but
yeah. Happy New Year. My brother's gonna be. Well, Angelo turned 30-something, and my
yesterday.
oldest brother is gonna be almost 40-something. Yeah, no, I think he's past 40. So happy birthday to everybody with birthdays here.
Coming up on New Year's
Yeah.
Eve, New Year's birthday babies.
Yeah,
And
New Year's babies they
We've
call
got
them.
Christmas babies now.
Christmas kids.
Yep.
so that means they were fucking around St. Patrick's Day since those 9 months ago. So they were feeling frisky.
Trevor's big into timelines. If you ever see him in his room, he's just connecting red strings on a corkboard. You know, he's like 9 months back. Jenny fell in love with Joey, okay, and from there she went to John's house. Now this is important. Follow the money. Follow the money.
This is like Charlie when he's in the mailroom. That's me 100%. Where I'm like, you see this guy over here who's getting this mail over here, but it goes deeper than that.
Yeah.
Charlie, they've been looking for their mail for months. We're gonna get fired. We have been fired.
Pepe
Sylvia, we have been fired. It doesn't matter.
We haven't, because I got 2 pink slips in the mail the other day. He's like, for us. And guess what I did? Sent him halfway to Calcutta. We can't be fired because we've already been fired. So what's up, Trevor? Merry Christmas, man. What's your Christmas tradition or holiday traditions?
Me, I guess, is get drunk and play classical music so I can pass it off as Christmas music and I have to play Jingle in the Jangle or Grandma Got Run Over by a
Jungle?
Yeah, Jingle in the Jungle or play fucking Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer like, oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, and that bullshit. So, yeah.
Trevor's so anti-holiday.
Fuck Christmas. Anti-Christmas episode.
Starting to look like Christmas in the city.
Exactly. Yeah. He's basically Mariah Carey. You know, just
What?
with the guitar.
But I never fall in
Smaller
love.
tits.
I never get married to Nick Cannon and have any kids. So that's
Oh,
the
you
difference.
don't have ovaries, sir.
No, I don't.
Trevor's like, and that's something I've always wanted.
No, it's not. No.
I wanna experience the life and the love of a child.
No, I got enough issues of feelings. I don't need all those extra feelings. Like, we have issues of feelings, then multiply your feeling indicators by 1,000%. No.
I think you'll be fine as long as you listen to Jingle in the Jungle once a year on Christmas time.
I guess.
Recommended by Bob's Burgers, man.
Oh, definitely.
I love that show. So how's everything been going, Chris? We're
Bob.
glad to have you here. Merry Christmas.
Bob the Beaver.
Bob's Burgers.
Bob the Beaver.
So I have an opening quote here I've been wanting to read.
Well, I wanted to see how Chris has been doing for the folks.
Oh, we've been doing fine.
Yeah? Any winning lottery tickets?
I sent one off today as a present. One of the winter bucks.
I heard of a woman that won $175,000 off of one of those scratch-offs that a coworker gave her. Yeah, almost $200K.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of money for a
That's
fucking
a lot
for a
for-
Christmas gift.
Well, that's a lot of money in general.
Well, just I mean, okay, you give a scratch-off ticket to somebody for Christmas, you say Merry Christmas. You know, maybe they get a couple bucks, but when they win like the main prize, that's pretty cool.
That is awesome. I mean, they're probably not going to be working with you at that job anymore at that point, but
Maybe.
probably not.
Would you if you won your Christmas miracle cash thing?
$250,000.
175.
No, I would not. I would not work at my saw shop job anymore. I would quit that shit and do something else. I'd figure something else out.
What's a life-changing amount of money?
250,000.
$250,000.
Yeah.
I would say for even like 100,000, 100K.
100K is not that much.
Trevor's right.
But you're right. If I got $250,000, definitely I would rethink my life. If a quarter million
even
dropped.
$1 million doesn't go that far these
But
days.
it's still-
honestly.
But I mean, for us, but
If you
for
buy a home and you buy a car or two.
but for like us regular
the
like
problem is you buy your girlfriend a home, and then you buy your friends.
Yeah,
your brother needs
all
a
your-
loan, you know.
that's when all your friends and your family's like, "Hey, you looking good, Chris? I like your shoes. Hey, your jacket's looking good. Can I get $50 real quick? I gotta go get some. I gotta go get this this painting over here. Don't worry about why. Or just some bullshit.
There was this woman who murdered this dude. His name was Abraham.
Really good joint, by the way, Chris.
Oh, thank you.
Very good.
You can. So this guy Abraham, he won the like Publishers Clearinghouse thing or whatever.
Oh
Something
yeah,
like
the
that.
gigantic check.
Kinda, yeah. But he won like I think it was
4K?
8
8
million or something.
Oh.
So yeah, it was something like that. It was like 15,000 a month or something like
Yeah.
That's
that.
still crazy.
But
That's a lot.
he got a bunch of people around him that just wanted to borrow money and use his money and stuff. And he wasn't a very smart guy. Like he was a little bit illiterate. Like he lived on the streets his life and stuff. But like,
Streets are hard.
well, he was a good dude.
Yeah,
he
good
lived
dude.
a rough life.
Right.
He didn't really have a lot of education. So this white woman came along, started using his money and using him, and then all of a sudden he died. And she was the only one that was like the beneficiary of all of his money. And it turns out she was the one that got him killed over the lottery money. You know what I mean? And
I like our Christmas episodes on lottery murders.
yeah,
Okay.
man, be careful who you buy tickets out there for.
What for a Christmas gift?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I did. I bought a Christmas gift, and it was just a Winter Bucks card. And we're trying to, we're just trying to have an excellent Christmas and then
course.
Happy New Year. We want a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year 2023 is
And
going
we
to
want
be
it
the
to
year.
snow.
You want it to snow?
Yeah.
Why do you want it to snow?
I just want a couple days of snow. I don't like
We
the
need
freezing rain. I'd rather have the snow.
Well, the
than
problem with the
freezing
snow
rain.
is, Chris, you got to drive around in it. What if you get trapped? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's no services or nothing.
Builds character, Chris. This is what old men would tell me. Builds fucking character.
Chris doesn't need to build any more character.
Well-
Look at him. He's got all the character.
Extra character. It's the closing chapter.
You got character all over your lips.
Hell yeah.
You got resin or something on you.
So here's a quote I have. What is too absurd to believe is believed because it is too absurd to be a lie. Robert Jordan.
What's going on right now? Merry Christmas, folks. I don't get what's happening right now.
Decided to throw that in there real quick. Yeah.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer don't know what the fuck is happening. You know why his nose is red?
Cocaine.
Nope.
Tumor.
Yes. No.
I've seen the Family Guy. Yeah. I've seen it. Also,
Is it a magical special tumor? He's like, no, cancerous.
Yeah.
He's like, so it's a special magical Christmas tumor. And he's like, you're going to be dead in a week.
And then Popeye shows up. He shows up right afterwards from his arms.
Yeah, Popeye.
Those arms, those spinach. Yeah, that's cancers. By the way, all that spinach you eat is radioactive. Like, yeah.
I think Trevor came into this one a little cocked.
Whatever.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Nope. So for local news, it's been icy. The roads were shut down last Friday.
Well, they weren't shut down. They were
in the morning.
urged to
Did
stay
you go to
off.
work?
Yes.
Well, I didn't.
Did you?
No, I didn't.
I didn't either. Neither one of us were.
Are you sick right now, Evan?
I'm not sick. I have.
Like you need a shower.
I do need a shower. You're not
He
wrong
always
about
needs
that.
a shower.
No, I don't always need a shower. After I get out of the shower, I don't need a shower.
Well, you should take a shower anyways.
No,
All
I
that
haven't
air.
taken a shower in the last couple of days because I came home and I have just been doing as much relaxing as I can the last couple of days because.
Sleeping in.
Yeah, I haven't really got that opportunity in the last couple weeks. I got back into working out and going to the gym every day, and so that on top of the new job, on top of dealing with girl problems the last month or so, dealing with this girl that I was talking to, a lot of stress and strain. So these last couple days, I've just kind of decompressed.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're letting it go.
But I'm gonna get up tomorrow. I got tomorrow off too, and then I'm
good.
gonna do some cleaning and reorganize
And we
get
can't
ready.
go to breakfast tomorrow because
No.
we just can't.
No.
But next Saturday.
We'll have to figure that out, folks. We're trying to get a breakfast date together, a brunch date.
I'll
brunch
get
date,
paid
something
by
like
then.
that.
So we'll be
And we want to go out and have a good
Yeah.
time. Get some good food and
we got I can have
and
both.
spend some time
I
talking.
can have
some
both of my
stuff.
Chris's with me. It'll be good.
Yeah, I think.
Well, you know how Trevor rolls. He has to roll with a stable of Chris's. He
Must
always
I
has
roll?
3 or 4 of us.
Some
right
people have
nearby.
Some people have stable
And he's
bitches,
got
but I have a stable Chris's. I got Chris Evans. I got Chris
I like
Kenneth.
that. I'll
I got
give
a
you that
stable
one.
of Chris's.
I'll give you that one.
Like some people have Geldings and like stallions. I got
Hey, Trevor,
Chris's.
since you don't like that beer, can I ash in it? No.
I'm gonna have to literally write down a stable of Chris's. Horse
That's
jokes.
horrible.
Hey, I'm sorry for horsing around. I'm sorry.
Are you gonna take over, Trevor?
Hay is for horses.
Trevor's gonna take over all the Chris's.
The Chris's?
You said it. He's
Nah.
got a stable of Chris's.
No, we're gonna rise up one day and kick a little ass. That's what's gonna happen. Is he's gonna keep putting Chris's down for too long.
And
We're gonna have to
give you a-
revolt against
We're
his
gonna
ass.
give you a dose of vitamin Chris.
We're gonna give him a dose of vitamin C.
Ah.
Give him a dose of vitamin C.
Yeah, dose of vitamin C.
Don't worry, I'll haunt your dreams and poison your water and food. It's all good.
Hey, that's exactly how you stop a gang of Chris's. Poison their drugs and food.
Yeah.
I
So
know if somebody
anyways,
poisoned my drugs, I'd be in trouble.
I would be fucked if someone poisoned my beer and weed. I would be fucked. Or they're like, they just leave chicken biscuits, but it's poison laced with arsenic. I would be dead by the next morning. What happened to Trevor? Arsenic laced fucking chicken biscuits, cracker snacks. We're like, ah, damn it!
Cracker snacks.
I told him not to eat them.
A damn Nabisco company.
They were after him. So, other local news I was going to say.
Well, okay, yeah, go ahead. Go. Finish.
Probably funnier than whatever you're going to say. So that's okay.
Okay.
So I went to the 7-Eleven today to get some beer and some other supplies.
Same thing.
So-
Same thing.
so-
I was there at 7. I was there at opening.
7 a.m.
To get beer.
So I guess
Damn,
right.
Chris.
So
Nothing to be proud of.
they have done it before.
He was
So
like,
I guess.
these guys didn't even have the door open yet. I was sitting outside.
So I talked to a lady around. I went there around 3
Did you
p.m.
have porno?
I wish. Chris is coming in hot. So I asked her how her day was. She said before they opened, but when people were, doing stuff in the store before they opened, like they were moving stuff around, make sure it's stocked. Apparently, there was someone on the side of the building trying to light the side of the building on fire. So there was a person trying to light the 7-Eleven on
Maybe
fire
their
on
fire
13th
got
and
out of control.
The funny part is they were trying to light it on the one on High Street, so 13th and High Street.
Well,
So they were trying to do a fire in High Street.
Maybe they had a fire out back and it got out of control. That happens a lot this time of year.
Maybe.
Because a lot of these people don't have any place to go and get warm. So they start little fires around the sides of buildings.
It
and
was
stuff.
probably a cook fire right by the side.
No, that's every morning when I used to work over at the St. Vinny's on Division. We'd go out into the area by our main back door, and there'd be charred pieces of wood. You know, because they had started a fire by the cement on the ground outside. You know?
They weren't doing a big fire, just a basic fire.
Yeah, but that's an easy way to catch the side of a building.
Do you think they care?
I don't think they understand that, you know, having a small fire is still dangerous like that.
It can be.
Because if you have fuel or you have, you know, something close.
But when you're at a certain point, you just don't give a fuck, so.
Well, Trevor, what are you just assuming that everybody's trying to burn everything?
Probably. I hope so.
What?
So on to national news. A man arrested for trying to hide the parts of a handgun that he was trying to smuggle into JFK Airport, New York, and he had it in jars of Jif peanut butter. Looked like the extra creamy. And there's been a...
Should have went with crunchy.
He should have went with crunchy. That was his problem. Crunchy would have been a little... He probably would have gotten through the x-rays. See through the x-rays. But yeah, so he definitely got in a real sticky situation, you could say. But yeah.
Peanut butter.
But
He was in a jam. He was in a jam.
he needed some jam.
Chris.
He was in a
You're just
jam.
picking that because Chris said it.
No, that was a better one.
Nah, fuck you. So moving
Trevor's
on.
always mad because he can't get the best joke.
It was good. I
was
brought you
good.
this great story.
It was good.
So by the way, it was a 22 millimeter,
22.
and let's see.
He's gonna shoot President Lincoln in the head real
Yeah.
close and miss.
But so far this year in 2022, over 6,300 firearms have been intercepted at airport security points, surpassing the record of 2021 according to TSA.
You want to know why?
Because people
People
like
are
party.
uneasy flying,
Yeah.
and people are crazy on flights. If you ever get to see the videos of people that are flying these days, they're all fucking nuts. You get one crazy white girl, and she's delaying you for 3 hours.
Or you have a guy who decides to try to fuck around with Mike Tyson. Like, bro, that's Mike Tyson. You should sit your ass down and just mind your business.
Trevor's sitting there like, I could fight Mike Tyson.
Nah.
But this guy, no.
I could not fight. I wouldn't do it. It's Mike
Trevor's like,
Tyson.
I'd take a swipe at Mike.
No, I wouldn't.
You hear that, Mike Tyson? Trevor Allstrom's calling you out.
No, I'm not.
Coming this Sunday to the rec center.
Mike Tyson, I would love to smoke weed with you and learn about life. That'd be
All right,
cool.
that's cool too.
It's Mike Tyson. If you had a chance to smoke a blunt with Mike Tyson, just hear some life knowledge.
I couldn't, man. I'd make fun of his lisp.
You just don't do it because we could both get knocked out real quick. Just
I would have a regular conversation with him for about 20 minutes.
and then Chris would get
and
his.
then all of a sudden
He
you
would
just
get
hear me
Chris,
go.
and then he would get Mike Tyson to attack us because he would just be making fun of Mike Tyson. Be like, Chris, shut the fuck up right now.
I'd be like, what do you mean, Trevor?
Chris, just 5 more minutes. Come
I'm the
on.
heavyweight champion of the world.
Chris, come on. He still has a punch for an old man.
Hey, smoke weed with me, Trevor. You're gonna really like it.
Chris, eat these banana chips, all right?
These are delicious.
See, Chris is having a good time.
Yeah, that was a good one.
So, in world news,
Don't make me use my full train.
I will eat your children. For world news, I can do one, or does someone else want to throw in world news?
President Zelensky just came to the United States.
Came to the Congress.
Tell us how much he needed more money.
Yep.
And they gave him $1 billion.
They gave him $245 billion.
$245?
Yeah. $250 billion.
Money that we could use here.
So there was 3 parts to the thing. There was like 50,000.
That is so much fucking money.
There was 50,000 for border security. I think there was like 45 for something else, and then 245 billion for aid to Ukraine. So all I'm saying is, man, if we're gonna build another army in another country, man, maybe we should vote on it. Because I get Ukraine's going through it.
But
man.
we just came out of a 20-year war with Afghanistan.
Well, we can't sit there and fund a war in Europe.
We don't have endless
Not
money.
only it costs $245.
We still have a lot.
Well,
Yeah,
this is the billion.
Shit.
quarter of a trillion. Because yeah, we,
$2 billion and 45.
Well, the problem is what they're using over there
245
is modern
billion.
Well, they're using modern weapons. So the missiles that they're sending to beat up Russia, each one of those are like 200K.
Yeah.
And they're using a lot of them.
Well,
It's a good way to make a lot of money disappear too. You
Yeah.
know, hey, that money went to Ukraine to go help fight those bad guys. You know those bad guys are expensive, and you know who's gonna be footing the bill? Everybody here.
Because we want to be the good
You pay
guys.
taxes.
We want to be the good guys.
Yes, we want to be the good guys, but the problem is the good guys got to pay the bills. And if they don't,
Who pays the bills that kill? The simple man.
Exactly.
The simple man pays the bills that
kill the thrill.
nice. Where's that from?
This is someplace. We know. We know.
Sorry, it's some.
Simple man, baby, pays the bills. The bills that kill.
Sorry.
It's ACDC, actually.
Apparently, I'm not cool enough to be part of the Chris crew, so it's all right.
Well, you
Sorry.
said you were gonna.
Ain't that America?
Free.
yeah, that's
That's
what it
fucking
is.
John Cougar Melonhead, is I like to call him.
That's
Cougar
it.
camp. That's all
Yeah.
Cougar.
It's all Cougar.
It's all Cougar camp.
And down comes tumbling down. Are we gonna do an intermission right now, Chris? Is that what we're doing?
No.
You get on me on playing music in the middle of the episode.
Oh, he's mad at me.
Maybe.
Trevor's mad.
Hey, do you have some sports news?
Oh man, I don't know who won or who lost.
That doesn't help us at all.
I know that the Dolphins lost today.
Did they lose today?
Who did they play
They
against?
lost to. Oh yeah, that was a good game because I feel good about that.
Yes.
Aaron Rodgers is an old quarterback, and he's
Green
had
Bay.
a last
Older
not
quarterback.
that great year, but he did beat the Dolphins today, and it was a good win.
Yeah, and the Dolphins aren't a great team, but they're a good team this year.
They are a good team. They
Yeah.
have potential.
Yeah, that's the problem with the Dolphins is they always look good, and then they get close to the playoffs and they don't do it.
They go down.
They go down
Oh,
first or second round all the time.
That's too bad.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I
Every
really
once in a
like
while
the
they'll make it to the
Dolphins.
third round in the championship, but they don't ever make it anymore.
I know they used to.
Yeah, back in the early 70s, they did.
80s.
Dan Marino?
I know it was the 90s, but yeah, that was the last time they were in real contention for anything.
Well, now they got Luki Patia.
Toluca Patia.
I'm guessing he is an Islander fellow.
Yes.
Nice.
He's from New Zealand.
Is
He's an Islander.
This is somewhere.
Oh, that's not funny. That's not funny, Chris.
That's not funny, Chris.
Not funny,
You
not
laughed. Ah.
All right, so we just rewatched Pulp Fiction recently,
Yeah.
Friday, and we realized that Chris over here, Chris Evans, would probably be Samuel L. Jackson. He would definitely be his character.
I'm walking the path of the righteous man. And Trevor would be John Travolta.
I would be John Travolta. I'd be
That
Vincent.
gets shot by Bruce Willis.
Yeah, I would be the guy who's on the toilet and I come out and I get shot, or I'd be the guy reading a book on the toilet, or I'd be the guy who, when this guy shows up, be like, "Hey, I don't appreciate you right now." That would be me.
I think that Trevor is definitely the guy to show up to your house with an ODing girl and be like, "I need help," and then you have to give her an epinephrine shot in the chest, and then.
And I would do it. I would do it myself. Plunge right in there.
So yeah, we rewatched Pulp Fiction. It's a cool movie by Quentin Tarantino. He does a lot of cool stories within his story. That's kind of his style. He likes to do small stories within larger stories.
Yeah, it works out.
But yeah, I like the best story I think in the whole movie is the Watch story.
Yes.
About how Bruce Willis's dad had to to keep this watch in his ass for years.
When he was a POW camp
in
in
Vietnam.
and he had gotten it from his father, who was a Marine in the Pacific Theater of World War II, and sent it off 3 days before his whole area
And
got
his
bombed.
grandfather had got it from his great-grandfather.
Who was in
who
World War One.
One. So this watch had traveled from man to man to man.
He had been in World War One, World War II, and Vietnam. Yeah.
So when he got the watch, basically he was planning on leaving town. His girlfriend, who was only concerned with blueberry pancakes, decided to leave the watch at the apartment. So he had to go back and get the watch.
Hot, dippy Russian chick. Just
pretty cute. She's probably Ukrainian.
Probably.
But he ends up getting into a car wreck with Ving Rhames.
Oh, yeah.
And then ends up chasing him into a pawn store, pawn shop.
Down at the pawn shop.
And he's going to kill Ving Rhames, but all of a sudden the pawn shop owner pulls out a shotgun and tells him to put the nigger down. And then he goes, "You don't understand, mister."
And there's a Confederate flag in the background.
Yeah. And he goes, he calls up his buddy, he goes, "The spiders just caught 2 flies." And then he knocks out Bruce Willis, and they wake up with ball gags in their mouth down in the basement of the pawn shop. And this guy who's a cop shows up. His name is Zed, and he's there to rape them.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And he goes and wakes up the gimp down in this.
Yeah, he has a
basement
gimp tied up in some sort of like
What
box.
basement.
Pulp
This ain't
Fiction.
Pulp Fiction, yes.
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
You need to rewatch that,
I've
Chris.
never seen it.
And
You
then
should watch it. It's from the
Bruce
90s. It's
Willis's
funny.
character doesn't get picked to get raped first. He's going to get raped second.
No, it sucks.
Yeah, and then what ends up happening is he breaks free of his restraints and he knocks the gimp out, and then he
he's a
tries
boxer.
to escape. And as he's escaping, he realizes what's going on down there. The guy that was trying to kill him is getting raped.
You can just hear him moaning as he's just getting
And
just
he
sodomized.
realizes, he's like, man, even if this dude was trying to kill me, that shouldn't happen to no man. So he goes around the pawn shop looking for weapons.
Yeah.
And he goes through the cycle of weapons. He like goes through a hammer,
And then a baseball bat,
and a chainsaw.
Then he sees the katana,
It's
the,
a
the
Japanese
samurai,
sword.
samurai Japanese sword hanging there.
And
He goes,
so he
okay.
grabs that.
Bruce Willis did that?
Yeah, Bruce Willis
Oh,
picks
lucky
it up.
him. He gets a good part.
Yeah.
And then he gets
Oh, he's
down
the
there
highlight.
and he
He's the
kicks
highlight
the
movie.
door in and he stabs one of the guys who's jerking off watching the other guy get raped.
Raped the other guy.
Yeah.
No,
This is
fucked
from the
up.
movie. And then the other
And
guy,
the other guy, he's sitting there with his dick out and his pants around his ankles, but
And the
there's
other
a
guy
gun
gets
on a
loose.
table. And he wants him to grab it, and he goes, "Go ahead, man, grab it." And he's got a fucking samurai sword, and he's like, "Go ahead,
Chop his head
yeah."
off.
And he's like, "I'm gonna chop you in half, dude." And then
The other
Ving
guy-
Rhames grabs a shotgun.
he gets loose and grabs a shotgun.
He's the
He's
bad
the guy that was
but
getting raped.
He's got. Why did he get that black guy got raped?
Yeah, because they're two southern hillbillies that
White
just
southern
rape-
He's
hillbilly.
got to rape people.
Yeah, they're rapists.
Yeah, they're raping.
And so
Full-on
he
rapists.
shoots the guy in the dick.
With a shotgun.
Yeah.
Bam!
And then
Shot his head off.
No, shot his nuts, his little head off.
Yeah.
Shot his little head off.
and then what ends up happening is Bruce Willis and Ving Rhames kind of make up, and their whole like thing is over, and he just has to leave town basically. And then
That's fucked up.
yeah,
man.
it's pretty
horrible.
crazy. That was one of the best stories.
He's like, hey man, are you okay? No, man, I'm far from okay. I'm gonna have to go get a couple of pipe swinging niggas, and they're gonna go and we're gonna work on this guy. I'm gonna take tweezers. I'm gonna get medieval on
on
those.
your ass.
Yeah.
You hear me, hillbilly
Hillbilly.
boy?
Oh, you heal me, motherfucker. Pretty funny.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Great topic for Christmas.
Oh,
So,
rape.
how would I do an album review real quick? Spice it up a little bit.
You could do an album review on
I already
some
have-
Christmas stuff.
I already have an album.
You want to
Jingle
talk about
Jungle?
Mariah Carey?
Jingle.
No.
Wait, I thought we were going to Jingle Jungle.
Jingle in the jungle.
Jingle in the jungle.
Jingle in the jungle. Trevor doesn't appreciate it. He's like, that's not real Christmas music.
No, but
That's no snowy night or whatever it is. What is it? Silent Night.
Celebrate.
Yeah.
We do a little jingle in the jungle there.
Jingle in the Jungle. Chris is down, man.
Wait a minute, I'm not one of those
You can play it. It's obscure enough.
hillbillies.
I already got something, so fuck you both.
Trevor's like, nope.
I got some. It's called "It's Snowing and You're Tired of Running from Your Life," a relaxing playlist, and it's a compilation, and it's folk music, and it's also Skyrim video game music made by folk artists, and it's yeah. This guy's is doing crazy faces at me. Whoa, guy! Whoa!
Chocolate.
But yeah, it's really good, and you have a lot of music from like the video game Oblivion and Skyrim, and they just play a lot of like sort of like Viking folk music. So it's pretty much like Viking folk music, and it's winter music, and it's appropriate for the time. And Christmas, before it was Christmas, it was always around this time. Around this time was always winter solstice celebration of winter and getting through the winter.
And Jesus, baby Jesus.
Yeah, well, baby Jesus was probably more likely born in September, but the Romans already had a holiday then, Saturnalia. So they told all the Jews like, "Hey, figure it out."
It was like the pagan holiday.
So they were told like, "Okay, you can't do it then." So there's already a pagan winter solstice holiday then, and a lot of people that time blended Christian and pagan mixed cultures all the time. So they take winter solstice and made it the birth of Jesus.
Jesus.
And it went from there.
Yeah, fire alarm. What's that red thing up there?
It's a fire alarm.
It's a fire alarm, man.
It's in case there's a fire in the building.
Right,
We have our smoke detectors in the house.
You could get Section 8 in this building.
We could.
Maybe.
So anyways, I have this. The name of the song is A Winter's Tale from the Skyrim game. It's very relaxing, and the it's pretty much 45 minutes long, and I recommend it. So yeah,
You could get Section 8, Trevor.
we could. Winter's Tale, Skyrim. It's snowing. You're tired of running for your life. Relaxing playlist, folk music.
You only pay $130 your rent with Section 8.
I love
like
how
it.
he's just. I'm
like
not
it.
down.
I like it.
No, I'm down. I am down.
Sorry to interrupt your music review.
So anyways,
it was terrible. Interrupt it all you want.
no, fuck you. It's good.
It's Trebleable.
It's
I
travel.
was playing wintertime folk music.
That's the name of the
Wintertime
episode.
folk music.
We're talking about Section 8.
So, anyways, yes, we're gonna get low-income housing payments,
Yeah, we're
and
paying a third.
and also besides that, folks, listen to your relaxing
We're moving
folk
two
winter
more
music.
people in too.
There we
That's what
go.
we're gonna do. We're gonna move 2 more people in to split the rent 4-way.
We're gonna have hot female acrobatic chicks
Oh, yeah.
that speak English as a third language. So
Trevor's
that's how we're
already
gonna go.
kidnapped 2 of them. He's gonna kidnap a third.
Will give us away. So Trevorable.
Trevorable.
All right.
It's Trevorable.
It's Trevorable. It's irreverable, Trevorable.
Y'all just making up words like George W. Bush over here.
Fool me, can't get fooled again. Fool me once, can't get fooled again.
Nuclear war.
Who wants to bet we can't nuke that hurricane?
That's Trump. Different
No.
Republican president. But yeah,
So who thinks that Donald Trump's going to jail? That's a great question.
he has too much money.
I don't know.
That's the current
I
thing
think
right
he's
now.
made too many enemies, though.
Yeah.
He may not go to jail, but he's going to lose a lot of his stuff, if not his business.
I mean, if he was just
Apparently, he hasn't been paying his taxes within the last 4 to 8 years.
Yeah.
And the IRS was in on it.
They were in.
So I don't know. What do you think, Chris?
Bathroom.
Yeah.
I have to pee.
First door on your right.
Yep. How's your vacuum working?
It's good.
Trevor knocked it over by accident
No, I had
earlier.
to clean out the filter. That's
Trevor threw it against the ground out of frustration because he was like, "Damn you, vacuum! You'll never take over." It was a whole thing about Terminators and Skynet, but I don't think he realizes that the fucking vacuum isn't.
And he's gonna piss. I'm gonna piss too.
Oh, you should pee together. You guys should sword fight. Just crossing streams over here. You guys should compare and measure.
Well, I'm sorry, it's huge.
He's like, Trevor, your mother's gonna know about this one.
Yeah, I'll go pee.
You didn't wash your hands?
I did.
Those are bone dry, boy.
No, they're not. Want to feel them? They're wet.
That's what she said.
Anyways, folks, yeah. Make sure to check out your snow tires. Make sure your
This
snow
guy's
tires are
broken
working
my
properly.
knee. It's weird.
No, it's wet.
That's weird.
It's like, you didn't wash your hands. No, I did. So anyways, folks, remember to make sure to have proper tires for when you're driving around in the
Has
snowy
anybody
ice
got a
conditions.
cool Christmas story?
Yeah. I definitely, you could say I had a Christmas in July one time.
You had a
'cause-
Christmas miracle?
Well, I had a Christmas in July because I was banging a chick named July during Christmas. She was this hot redhead chick I was with at the time.
Whoa.
Yeah. She was the one that gave me a tarot card reading when she gave me a blowjob. She was interesting. She's a hot little chick. And then she broke up with me and I went to my buddies and did a bunch of drugs in the graveyard that time. So yeah, that chick. So shout out to July. She decided to...
Shout out January, June,
Yeah.
April,
March. Some bitch named April.
March, Marsha.
Marsha. So yeah, I mean, there's obviously the one where I headbutted Santa Claus.
April. I'm gonna miss you, April. Just chicks named after months.
Yeah. So yeah,
It's been a
about
long
you?
December and reason to believe.
So do you have a good Christmas story? I gave my quick one.
Yeah, I got a cool one. When I was a kid, I saved up to buy my dad an award for Christmas.
Nice.
Yeah, it was like this plaque that said "World's Greatest Dad," and it was like $65. I remember saving up for a few months to buy it, and it like blew him away. And that
He loved it.
Yeah, and it was just basically a thing that said, you know, I know we don't get to spend as much time as we'd like together, but you know, I love you and I want you to have a Merry Christmas and remember you're a great dad. You know, but that plaque that I bought him is still in my house over his bedroom.
Nice.
Years
He loves
later.
it.
Yeah, he loves seeing that. It was, I think, 2004. Now, years ago.
So we were 14.
Yeah.
20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
18 years ago.
I bought my dad an award for Christmas.
So
An award?
Yeah, like a plaque.
Yeah, like
Like an actual plaque. Yeah.
A trophy or something like
Well,
that.
not
plaque.
like a trophy. It's like a, yeah, I guess you could call it.
Plaque, trophy.
Sort of. Yeah.
Trophies are a little different, but the same company makes them. Though.
Kind of, yeah. It
A
was
plaque is
small, It was a small shop in my town that did trophies and plaques.
Yeah.
And I went in there and talked to the lady about it, and she was like, you know, I'll give you a decent price on it. And so I picked one out. The plaque was like $30, and then you had to write, you know, your message or whatever in it, and it was like 10 cents a word or something like that. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. What about you, Chris? You got any cool Christmas stories?
This year I've got a cool Christmas story this year.
You robbed Santa?
No, I actually, Grandma did that. No.
Grandma got ran over by a reindeer, came back from the dead, and robbed Santa's punk ass.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about sex. Grandma was sex.
Let's talk about
Are you-
sex, baby.
baby, let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about sex. That fucking song. We'll play that afterwards, folks.
And Jingle in the Jungle.
No,
Yeah, Chris immediately got nervous and had to grab his shoes. He's like,
I
oh
didn't-
shit,
I-
grabbing my shoes.
Well, Grandma did something. Grandma did something.
What did Grandma do? What did Grandma do, Chris?
Was Grandma being naughty?
I was
Apparently.
naughty, but it was worth it.
Whoa, 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 whoa! All right, we can't let this go. It's like me with the Red Wings thing. Like,
Well, you think now it's Grandma, right?
I mean, if you touch your grandma on Christmas, I mean that you destroy all of her naughty Christmas stories.
I'm thinking if you let him tell it, he's gonna
No,
go somewhere.
it's not going anywhere.
What?
He's all abashed now.
I'm embarrassed now.
He's embarrassed. He's bashful.
Okay.
Did you see your grandma Chris? I didn't see her naked for Christmas. No.
I was talking about.
A different grandma, someone else's grandma.
someone
That's fine.
else's grandma,
Okay,
yeah.
that's fine.
So what happened, Chris?
What happened?
Well, she likes Santa Claus, that's for sure.
Whoa, bad Santa. All
I
right.
didn't know this girl got a thing for dudes in red suits.
It's like the chick that hit on Billy Bob Thornton in Bad Santa when he's getting just trashed and she's just all on his nuts. That was Chris Kennett, folks. He was Bad Santa. He was just drinking, he's probably drinking a White Russian, minding his business. Jingle Bell Rock in the background, and some hot older lady just jumped all on him.
There's a funny scene in that movie Bad Santa where this dude tries to rape him in the parking lot.
Yes.
He like runs up on him.
Fuck you!
And this fat kid's like, get off of Santa, get off of Santa. He's like, get out of here, little boy. I'm doing this for all of us.
He was a little Middle Eastern guy, yeah.
Yeah, and he finally gets him off and he goes, ass clown. And then he walks away. Here, Chris.
So anyways, I think
Anybody got any favorite Christmas movies?
I was going to have you do a movie review.
I thought we just talked about Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, we did.
Was that or was what? All right, so
That was funny and shit, though. It took us so much. Bruce Willis really did it,
so I guess that's a movie review then.
man. Why
Okay,
get all the good parts?
because
I
he
could talk
says
about Avatar 2. I watched that.
you watched that.
Yeah, it
No,
was.
it just came out
It was
today.
okay.
It came out a few days ago.
like a week ago.
Oh, we go.
Yeah.
The Way of Water.
Yeah, The Ways of Water.
How was it?
It was okay. The main character is starting to have a bunch of kids, and then the sky people come back, which are the humans, and they basically have taken the colonel and they put his memories into a body of one of the avatars because the colonel's dying, and so he had to upload his memories to this creature. And they basically build a squad of like Marines to go down there and avatar
Space Marines,
bodies
yeah.
to blend in. But they're not really good at blending in, and they just keep fucking things up. And they keep burning out the whole place. So the whole idea is they leave where they're going to go to the water tribe or whatever. So they fly away on their dragon things, and they get over to the water tribe, and they're all like, man, we don't want you here, your problems. And then they're like, well, we'll learn your ways of waters. And the only difference between the two avatars is one's bluer than the other.
Oh,
Like the people
one's
from...
sort of gray and one's sort of blue.
Well, one's like aqua, you know, like
One's
green,
grayish blue, like a stone,
green,
like
blue.
but
and
the others
then
are
the
more
other
aqua
one's
green.
like blue, like
Okay.
dark blue. So that's like the biggest difference, and the people that are light blue are better swimmers, you know, because they grew up near the water, obviously. But then it becomes this whole thing about, I don't know, the families fight and they fucking. I kind of got bored with it. Oh, the whole like thing I took away from it is that Avatar 2 was too many years in the making after the first one. Like, nobody gave a shit about this one, I don't think. I think it was just like, hey, remember this? And, yeah. You missed a little spot back here.
You did.
I just noticed that. Trevor shaved his head today, folks, and it looks great, but he missed a tiny patch back here.
He's
oh,
got a flannel shirt on.
He does have a nice flannel shirt.
looking nice
on.
today,
He
folks.
looks very... But
Dapper.
it's open in the chest, so he's...
He's doing the Rico Suave thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
it's too sexy for his shirt.
I'm looking good. I might go to a bar tonight later, see what happens.
Right.
Trevor's
Talk to
going
Blake.
out for some Christmas poon.
Hell yeah.
He's going to bring back home a drunk elf.
I'm down.
Wake up with some weird peppermint flavored fucking condom on.
I would definitely.
That'd be a weird thing to wake up with, a peppermint flavored condom inside out on the wrong side, and it's just on your dick, and then it's just burning your dick with peppermint. That's what I call a spicy meatball.
A spicy meatball. My favorite Christmas movie for me would probably be Die Hard, also with Bruce Willis. Seem to be on a Bruce Willis theme. That's a Christmas movie.
It's really a Christmas movie.
Yes,
though.
it is.
It happens during Christmas.
Yeah, it's Christmas. It's Christmas.
He was at a Christmas party. That was the whole reason he was there. Was a fucking Christmas party.
Yeah,
it's a Christmas movie. They make Christmas jokes and talk about it.
And there's
That's mine. Anyways, what's yours?
Trevor is not having it tonight.
Man, what's your favorite? I'm trying to get through these things.
It's probably a cartoon.
What's that one?
It'd be Reindeer. Rudolph the Reindeer.
Oh, the one in the 60s. Yeah, I've seen it.
Rudolph the Reindeer.
Yeah.
His nose goes.
Well, that was all the cocaine and tumors acting up. But yes, I have seen the original 60s cartoon. Yeah. Nice. How about you?
Because they've got the whole thing. They got the dentist. Yeah. They've got the Misfits, and they've got the Barnwell Stone.
Wait, they have the New York punk band, the Misfits, there? That would be amazing, just them playing in the background.
What's that one, you put your one foot in front of the other. What's that one?
That's got to be it, too, or something. I think it is. Yeah. On the snow.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah. Well, this was
had very shiny nose.
Well, it was like the origin story of Santa Claus. It's like when Santa Claus was a baby and then he grew up. Yeah, and he it was done in the 50s or something too, though.
That's good. I never saw that.
Yeah, you did, and everybody saw that one.
So what about you?
It's like the miser or the miser.
All I saw was Grandma sitting on Santa's lap.
I wonder what kind of present she was asking for.
Oh, she asked for a lot of presents.
Oh, I bet she did.
I bet she said on his lap, she's like, yeah, the first thing that pops up is what I want. It's probably what she said. You know that was good. You know that was good.
What's wrong with you?
Come on, you know that was good.
Yes, that was definitely.
Anyways,
that was good, man. Because
you guys
fucking on fire,
Trevor
folks.
Right over here, man.
Yeah, I'm looking good, by the way. I'm looking good.
12 in, he's ready to rock.
Beer number
8.
Santa Claus liked Grandma.
Hell yeah, she did.
Chris, are you trying to tell us something here? Did your grandma have some sort of affair or relationship with a guy named Chris Kringle?
Are you telling me she's the mom of Charlie from fucking Always Sunny? Did you fuck my mom? Where it goes up to the mall Santa Claus. Apparently this mom got fucked by a bunch of guys that dressed as Santa Clauses and fucked her. So like his early memories was just her getting fucked by a bunch of guys dressed as Santa Claus.
His mom used to do a pornography. And
yes.
She did a porn where a bunch of dudes banged her dressed as Santa.
So it scarred from the 80s. So it scarred him as a child. So that's why when he went up, years later as an adult, of his friend to the mall Santa. And then he sits up and he's like looking all weird, acting all weird, and that Santa Claus is like, "Is he retarded? Like, what's wrong with this guy?" And he sits down. He's like, "It's okay." And then he just starts muttering like, "Hey, did you fuck my mom?" He's like, "What? What's wrong with this kid? Did you fuck my mom? What?" And then Charlie bites Santa Claus right in the neck. He starts to spurt blood everywhere, and pandemonium just reigns. One of the greatest Christmas moments for me ever.
That's a good Christmas movie.
Hell yeah.
Now we're talking
Always Sunny in Philadelphia
Christmas
special.
Christmas movies.
Yes.
Because I'd like to see Santa Claus just bludgeoned to death with his eyeballs hanging out.
I liked National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Okay. That was a good one.
Chevy Chase.
Yeah. I love when, Dennis Quaid pumping all the sewage in the street.
Yeah, he greases up a sled to go down a hill to show the kids how to sled, and he greases it too well. He takes off like a bolt of lightning out of that.
Yeah, they fucking fly. I remember that.
Yeah. And his wife has invited the entire family from both sides all these crazy characters just keep showing up, like the great aunt or whatever.
Uh-huh.
She shows up to Christmas dinner and they ask her to say grace. She stands up and goes, "I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America."
Yep. She was just confused.
Yeah, and then she's sitting over by the tree and she goes, "You hear that? It's a funny squeaky sound." And her husband goes, "You couldn't hear a dump truck in a nitroglycerin factory." And she goes, No, it's a funny squeaky sound." And there's a fucking squirrel in the tree, and the squirrel hauls ass out the tree. And this dog is chasing it through the house and stuff. This big Rottweiler they brought.
Yeah.
It's just tearing everything
that's
up.
horrible. I saw a Rottweiler today.
Oh, did you?
And yeah, we had a squirrel.
Squirrel. So
Oh man,
squirrel.
we finally got rid of that guy that kept feeding the squirrels.
What was he feeding them? Arsenic?
Peanuts.
Oh. Well, that's what you're supposed to feed them, right?
Well, who needs a dozen squirrels hanging out all day, coming in your room and
Coming in your room?
Yeah.
How many squirrels
Oh,
you got living
I
with
mean,
you, Chris?
when you talk about squirrels being nuts, I didn't think you literally meant like nuts, like they're putting their mama jam and their pearl jam just all over the place. Just squirrel semen just everywhere.
oh, Squirrel Man.
They were going nuts, if you know what I mean. Just
Squirrel Man was in there fucking the squirrel.
bunch of squirrels just jerking off in the room. You're fucking funny. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. Chris Evans does not know what to do right now. He's just,
If you folks could be here, if you guys could see the nonsense that is going on, you would understand.
we're Chris, Ken,
What's
and I are
up?
both crying
What's
from
up?
Ivy.
What's up?
We're
What's
crying
up?
from
What's
Ivy
up?
right now.
37 Lagunitas later.
8.
Oh, jeez. You're okay. You're okay.
So yeah,
You're okay. I'm okay. You're
T Nasty was slipping out. Sorry, folks. Old Trevor was coming out. Old T Nasty was coming out like squirrel semen. Ah, it's going nuts. But anyways, on a more calm topic, we can talk about traditional Christmas, maybe the history of
I think
Christmas.
that just got surpassed by squirrel semen. You can't go backwards, Trevor. You opened up the box.
Oh, I did. Maybe squirrel semen should be the episode. It's like squirrel semen, a Christmas special.
See
Like
what I gotta
what?
deal with, folks? You see what this podcast has turned into? Merry
Fucking.
Christmas, folks.
All right. Squirrel semen.
Squirrel semen.
A Christmas special.
Squirrel just trying to get a nut.
Just trying to get it. Yep. You gotta write that down.
That's too many words. That is good, but I got to keep it short for the.
Squirrel trying to get a nut. That's a good one.
It is, but I have to only. For the names, I have to have it so many characters. I can't
I love
have it.
that Trevor always stops the podcast to
That's
write
so
down
funny.
title names. He's always like, "All right, everything cease."
No, I have other people that can keep it going. I have faith in you two.
Hear ye, hear ye. Shut
faith.
your ass up. Judge Chris is in the house, presiding over your punk ass. So for Christmas, folks, Trevor got me a back scratcher / gavel.
Gavel.
Yeah, it looks more like a gavel than anything else.
I saw it and I was like, Chris Evans. As soon as I saw it, I was like, Chris
Well, I
Evans.
gotta have something to hold court with.
Yeah.
You know? I can hold court, and if somebody gets out of line, I can knock them around a few times
I
and then
s-
scratch their back.
So maybe that could. So maybe.
Yeah,
So
I'll knock
maybe that
you
could be
out and
a.
then scratch your back. Exactly. That's how it goes.
I mean, that's better than what I hear about used to happen at certain job sites or prison sites where a big dude would knock you out and then suck your dick in front of everyone, and then you'd wake up and be embarrassed. Apparently, that was a terrible thing that would happen.
Trevor,
No.
what kind of jobs are you working on, man?
These are metal jobs and mill jobs where these guys would be like, yeah, man, I went to prison. There was a big black dude who'd knock you out and suck your dick. And by the time you woke up, you got made fun of by everybody. And you're like, damn.
I don't think that's how it works, Trevor. I think you got that backwards.
No, that's what I was told.
I think they lied to you. Did
Probably.
somebody knock you out?
No, it never happened to me.
Trevor, did
But
somebody
other
make you suck
No.
their dick?
No, it's having other people.
Chris, do you
Grandma
believe
did.
any of this?
Grandma sucks Santa Claus.
Grandma got ran down by a big dick Santa Claus
So,
coming in her house this Christmas Eve.
so there
You
was.
can say there's no such
This
thing
thing
as
is-
squirrel semen, but as for me and Grandma,
Oh, we believe. Oh, it's everywhere. Fuck. Ah! So Santa Claus
Why is it
initially
so loud.
was Saint Nicholas, and he was a Roman.
Gentlemen.
Yeah, and even
Gentlemen?
from 270 AD,
Gentlemen,
he was known as.
gentlemen.
But Saint Nicholas was a guy in.
Germany.
He was in Germany's where it became big in the village of Patera.
And he
His
wore
parents
black.
apparently were wealthy but very devout Christians in 270 AD. Some of the Roman Empire was definitely trying. They were always trying to take over Germany, but it was always in the flux of war all the time.
This is in the flux capacitor of war
Germany
all the
tried
time.
to take over the world.
Well, many centuries
They tried it
later.
at first with Santa Claus, and
Yes.
that failed.
Well, Grandma was too sly for him.
Grandma,
That's
I love
funny.
that Grandma.
But yeah, he was known.
some hot.
But he was known as
German
a saint.
chick.
He was
Some
known.
hot German grandma.
Blonde Grandma.
Hell yeah.
He's like Deutschen
White hair,
Waskin. And
white
you're
hair.
like, whoa.
White
Like a
hair.
hot German grandma.
She's like, "Das Juden," and she's jerking you off, and you're like, "What's going on right now?"
Spitzel. And you're like, what is going on?
And then she's like, "Das Boot," as she slaps your ass with a boot as you're tied to like a fireplace. You're like,
She,
"What's going
opens
on?"
her mouth and pours a beer down your throat. You're like, what is this?
And then
And she
she
feeds you a sausage.
and then she roasts marshmallows and shoves it in your ears for some reason. Like you don't know what's going on.
I know.
But Saint Nicholas was known for giving money and helping out people as a nice
Now
guy,
I can only think
and
of
eventually
hot
became
grandmas from
the guy of
Germany.
Santa Claus.
But he used to wear black and walk
Yes.
around the streets of Germany and he'd give out
Beat up children.
lollipops.
He got lollipops and just
Did he
give
say
money to the poor.
lollipop? Do they say lollipops in there?
Lollipops with
He gave
ketamine.
out lollipops.
I believe it.
Ketamine pops.
But he was this old man that would wander around.
Special K pops.
Special
Just
K
giving
pops.
out fucking ketamine
Yeah.
pops. He's got
St.
a bunch of
Nicholas is
drugged
walking around
up
with
kids
drugged up.
walking around.
All right, fuck squirrel semen. We have to talk about Saint
Special
Nicholas.
K lollipops from Santa Claus.
Saint Nicholas. Yeah,
The lollipop giver.
the lollipop king. He's part of the lollipop guild. He's part of the lollipop guild. That's what Saint Nicholas, king of the lollipop guild.
Chris is dying, and that's longer than squirrels trying to get a nut. That's longer.
So I'll just put Saint Nicholas, the lollipop king. How about
Pick up the
that?
guitar, Trevor. We gotta wrap this one, man.
This is fucking hilarious.
Trevor's got 42 names for this fucking episode. He's never gonna know which one to pick.
No,
He's gonna
it's-
try to combine them all. He's like, what if we take one word from each?
No, it's gonna be Saint Nicholas, the lollipop king. Cause yeah, he went around and get to the poor, game lollipops. Probably raped them. Eventually, they thought they were in the North Pole. That's what happened.
Anywho, folks,
Podcast.
go check out Two Lonely Boys in a Canoe on YouTube. We appreciate you being here tonight with us, Chris. We're gonna get down on some of
I'm glad
this
to be
dope
here.
Christmas food. And Trevor, do what you do, my man.
Chris with the shaker instrument over here. It works actually. You can hit it on the table as percussion if you wanted. Try hitting on the table. Or your hand.
Yeah,
Christmas.
Trevor with a little jingle in the jungle, folks.
Jingle in the jangle.
Jingle in the jungle.
Yeah.
We'll catch you next time. Merry Christmas.